My video for December 21st, 2018, video number 2943, is entitled Paying a Price in Agonia, Singing the Blues. As I shared in my video about synchronicity a few days ago, my friend, Dr. Bruce Morgan, said I would continue to pay a price in agonia. That anyone who speaks the things you speak is a total threat. ... Yesterday was challenging for me, and before I went to bed, I was singing the blues. At the park for my daily walk, I asked why the flag was still flying at half-mast, a week after the service for Bush. I was told it was ordered by Trump. Oh, LOL. What irony. The lady cut me off when I brought up the subject of the sealed indictments. No political discussion allowed, she told me. It was a busier than normal day for me, ending with me leaving the bluegrass gig I go to on a regular basis and feeling as if I wanted to die. Maybe Momma did say that there would be days like this, but for me, days of feeling so alone with unfulfilled longings seem way too plentiful. It would surely be nice to have at least one close friend to share time and hugs with frequently. Please forgive my lamentations. And I again made a typographical error that I didn't see till now, but I fixed it. Anyway, it was a really strange day, and it probably has a lot to do with it being the time of the year it is, namely the holidays and the Christmas season. And I guess that raises the expectations on the part of a lot of people. I did get to pick up my two granddaughters from school yesterday, and I invited the one granddaughter, the older one, to wait with me till we picked up the second one 45 minutes later, but she wanted to be taken home. She said she had a headache, and they're in the middle of the midterm exams, and so she seemed a little bit stressed, so I get that, and it's okay. And then I went and visited my son for a while, and he surprised me with his card and things he wrote and things he said to me and things he shared with me in various aspects. And he's ready to leave today on a trip where he's going up north for 3 weeks, I guess, from what I understand. And so that's going to be an interesting thing to go up there in the wintertime. I thought he was driving up, but he's actually flying into New Jersey, and my brother is going to be picking him up at the airport, which I was happy to hear. In any case, as I said in the blurb, I was talking to my friend at the park, and she explained to me that Trump had ordered the flags to be flown at half-mast for the entire month with George Bush's death, or the rest of the month, the rest of the year in this case, because it's the last month of the year. And then when I brought up the subject of the sealed indictment, she just end of conversation. I don't want to talk about that. No political discussion. And the same lady has told me that in the past. She's the manager of the park that I go to on a daily basis. And we've had various discussions over the past year or so, a little longer than a year, actually. In any case, because I was so close to where the gig was, the bluegrass gig, I just went an hour earlier than I normally go, and I ended up waiting for the band to get there and get themselves set up. And I was there, as I said, an hour early. And by the time the band started playing, I was feeling so alone. Now, I was sitting at a table up front where I usually sit, and there were two chairs there, and there was the same man and woman that usually sit at the table next to me, or most often anyway. And a lady came in and asked if she could take the other chair that was at my table, and she moved it over to the table next to where I was sitting on the other side. We're both right in front of the stage. It's not really a stage, but it's the area where the performers perform. And I was, of course, left there all alone. Didn't even have a chair there. And then I watched as people came and the place filled up. And as I looked around, I'm the only one that's sitting alone. The only one in the whole place. There might have been, no, I don't even think there was anybody at the bar sitting alone. Well, yes, there was one man when I first came in that was sitting alone at the bar. But I don't know if he was there when the music started or not. I really don't remember, because everything, as I said, the room was filling up. But as they played their music, I was just feeling absolute isolation. I mean, talk about singing the blues. I mean, I was internally singing the blues. I mean, yes, I was smiling and clapping, and I enjoy the music. I always enjoy good music. Of many genres, but I really do like bluegrass and country music. I really do. That's has to be at the top of my list. And gospel music. I still like gospel music. And when I listen at home, I listen to Elvis most of the time as the one singing the gospel music, although I do occasionally listen to others, but mostly I listen to Elvis because I like Elvis Presley. Anyway, folks, I'm rambling, and I know that. And as I said at the end of the blurb, please forgive my lamentations. And of course, lamentations, for those of you that may not know the word, is just expressing sorrow and discontent. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I would really like, however, for things to change. I'd like the RV to become real. I'd like to be able to feel like my life has not been wasted, that I really do still have purpose, and that I'm going to be able to fulfill some of the visions I've had throughout my life since I was a boy. Will that happen? I really don't know the answer. I think it's really important that these sealed indictments are opened, and that the American people and people around the world get to see that crime does not pay, even when it's crime committed by the most elite in the established order of things, both politically and financially, and yes, religiously. Religion and politics are supposed to be the two subjects we don't talk about, but yet they're the two most important subjects that we need to talk about. And we need to be told the truth, because ultimately, even though it pisses us off, the truth is the first step in being set free. And God knows we all need to experience real freedom for the first time in a long time for all of humanity, not just for Ron Van Dyke, not just for my friends, but for everyone. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world and a wonderful Christmas if the sealed indictments were opened and we actually saw people like Hillary and Bill and the others coming clean and being brought to a sense of justice, that the world really isn't quite as insane as it so often seems. Will that happen? God only knows. Is there a God? I don't know. I hope so. Thank you for listening, and namaste.